Ladies and gentlemen, Gungans and droids across the galaxy, welcome to Arnold HoloNet News, the only news you'll ever need because you have no other choice. Today, we have breaking news of the Grand Admiral Direct of the Video Gaming Division sweeping victory in Grand Arena. Unfortunately, he was unable to stream the event because he was too busy dominating and expanding our ever-loving empire. So today, we are going to give you the highlight clips of what to expect. Dark Trooper smashing the Sith Eternal. We also have Jawa scrapping away General Grievous and Embo taking it to a whole other level. So sit down, relax, hold up. I'm getting wind that we have a sponsor alert, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead, roll that sponsor, and we'll get this show on the road. Gary, hit it. Jeez, wouldn't that be awkward if I told them the real reason why I missed my Grand Arena was because I locked myself out of the house for 5 hours? Gary, roll the sponsor! Ladies and gentlemen, Gungans and droids across the galaxy, we got a birthday in the house! And it's our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends! And what we're gonna do, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm gonna flex some of my favorite characters that I use in Raid Shadow Legends. One of my personal favorites is the Royal Huntsman, a legendary status character, which sets you up for an amazing 360 no-scope right through the opponent's face. And then we have Aphelion. And Divine Blades is an AoE ability that literally deletes your opponents out of Raid Shadow Legends. This month, with Raid's 2-year anniversary, they've got 6 straight weeks of anniversary events and tournaments, and they're even launching a brand new game mode, Clan versus Clan Tournament. And if that's not enough, they're releasing the first champion inside of the brand new Shadowkin faction. If you want to get a huge head start in Raid, hit the link in the video description or scan my QR code. And if you're a new player, you'll be getting 100,000 silver, 50 gems, 3 ancient shards, and a free epic champion Jotun. All this treasure will be waiting for you right up here, but you gotta be quick because these rewards are only available for the next 30 days. Let's get this show on the road and get some Grand Arena action going. I've been streaming Grand Arena ever since the very beginning, very first day. This is kind of something new. It's always been a live stream extravaganza, but we're going to do something a little bit different today and do a breakdown of every battle along the way. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road. So starting this party off, we go up against the notorious Commander Luke Skywalker battle. Obviously a perfect 60 banners. How to get 60 banners in 3v3? If I told you, I'd have to kill you. Wait, hold up for a second. Gary, someone tampered with the footage. Somebody tampered with my footage. Apparently, this rebel treachery is showing that he's clean sweeping our fairly consistent counter of the Resistance heroes. No dice, as we showcased the other day card in the top right-hand corner, depending on what camera you're looking at. CLS, 3POC, and C-Trooper is a deadly top 5 3v3 team to place on Grand Arena. Second team going in, no dice, trying to fall off with some garbage leftover characters. Darth Maul not doing anything because he's utter trash inside of this game mode. And eventually, apparently, the Grand Admiral Director of the Video Gaming Division here at the Galactic Empire was getting tired of trying to clean up a solo CLS. So we bring in the Night Sisters. This furthers our point that Commander Luke Skywalker is a deadly team on Grand Arena defense. The Resistance heroes are normally a fairly consistent counter, but it seems like they didn't come with their A game, and CLS was able to connect the stuns on the Resistance hero Finn, setting him out with the loss. So we lost a few banners out the get-go. By the way, shout out to Fredo Frenchie, our opponent in today's Grand Arena. Next up, coming up against Newt Gunray. He's probably looking for a couple of Geo picks to add to his hollow device over here. Opening up with the extortion on the Geonosian Brood Alpha. Geonosians are a fairly consistent counter up against this team. Saw deleting Nest out of Galaxy of Heroes with the Geonosian Spy. Plenty of banner recovery to help endure the never-ending debuffs coming from the Separatist Mitre Django. Out of the picture, what's he gonna do? He is gonna clear the extortion. Newt Gunray, he is thirsty for some Geo-Bios, if you know what I mean, ladies and gentlemen. Going all in, getting Django out. 3, 2, 1, and there we go. Now just trying to clean up, getting a couple of extra banners out on the field. Newt Gunray being a little nasty. He's trying to steal a couple more banners out of the way, but then the Genos and Brute Alpha comes in, and that was a sweeping victory. You do not need to see the battle. Just trust me and believe me. Now we have this Jedi Master Luke battle here. We tried to do something a little different. Grand Admiral getting a little cocky, decided to throw a General Anakin Skywalker 501st vanilla team, but no dice. Wat Tambor with that tank tech over on Jedi Master Luke, causing a couple of complications, and it looks like the Grand Admiral's not gonna bust through this. In hindsight, he probably should have done Jedi Knight Revan with General Anakin Skywalker. The Imperial tactical scanners must have been a little faulty, so word to the wise, with this lineup, General Anakin Skywalker looks like he is not going to handle it, trying to go for the last stand. No dice, he's getting smashed by his boy, and it looks like the Director Video Game Division's device broke, so he had to go back in, unfortunately. Going in at the Sith Eternal. Oh, luckily, no ability block on that opening move right there. Going ahead, linking the Jedi, linking the Rebel. Tis the Sith way, ladies and gentlemen. So in hindsight, probably should have done Jedi Knight Revan up against this battle right here, but Sith Eternal gonna go into some garbage leftover Sith. Should be able to get the easy win, 75% of the way to the ultimate ability. This team has no chance against the Gucci. It is a law, put it on 1X, sending the Sith Eternal to dive straight into the Gucci, dripping from head to toe, and it's just a matter of time until Jedi Master Luke faces his own demise. So SWGOH Press doing work. Luckily, we got the Wookiee out of the picture, but still, we got two more characters left over. Gonna link up the Wat, gonna link up the Luke, and in a moment, let's hope SWGOH can survive. Let's not lose any more banners. SWGOH down for the count, dropping banners left and right, but no worries. We are walking out of this battle with a beloved 31. Now, let's take a look at the back wall that we had here. Some pretty garbanzo beans, if you ask me. So we're going to open up on this pathetic Imperial team. If you're going to put an Empire team on defense, make sure it's something worth my time. Sending in Eminem, Mo Money Mothma, as the community likes to call her, with Cara Dune. Barely an inconvenience. Putting this on full auto. That is the confidence that the Director of the Video Gaming Division instills in his subordinates, in his enemies, because we're going to walk away with a clean maximum banner run here. Gary, I need more epic music. This is putting me to sleep. Skip it. There we go. Looking better. Misplay at the beginning. Probably should have thrown the Daze over on the Barras. Barras getting a bunch of bonus Terminator because of all the attacks that we're doing on this team. So we have to do a little bit of dance with Jedi Training Raid, trying to keep the droids under stealth. Jedi Training Raid taking the brunt force of the damage here. Finally getting the Daze on Barras. Just a matter of time before we kill her off. But man, Grandmaster Yoda trying to keep this team alive. Oh, it's looking a little dicey. Rey at 75% health. The fireworks of the Resistance go off, and basically the win should be sealed right here. So a little word to the wise, a fairly uncommon team at the top end of Grand Arena. Throwing Grandmaster with this pretty mediocre team is something you don't see, but just don't forget Barras loves to get a ton of bonus Terminator, so make sure you apply that Daze when the opportunity arises. Next up, Embo. No matter if there's a galactic legend with Embo on the other side, you gotta go after Embo first. It is a cardinal sin if you don't go after Embo first. I don't care who else. If there was Jedi Master Luke, I wouldn't care. Embo needs to be the first one down. And as we'll see in a moment, Embo on our side goes up against a droid team. And even the droids know on roids, don't mess with Embo. Coming in here, cleaning up that healing immunity, snapping a couple more banners on the way out. 52 banners looking good. Bring in Embo! Now let's see how Poggle and his droids can handle this tough situation that we're in right now. Beautiful ability block. We have triple buff dispels on this team. Cad Bane coming in, stealing a couple quarters out of the Droideka pocket. Moving on over to the B2 Super Battle Droid. Boom! Not enough to put the B2 down. B2 doing work. Looks like he's going in. Oh, come on. He didn't do the Kyo's a war helmet thingamabob. Who cares? Come on, can we get B2 out of time? B2 down for the count. Going for Embo first. That is the way to do it, because if you let Embo run like a madman, he is going to wreck your entire roster. So good call by Droideka. Lastly, we got Cad Bane, Boba Fett on the field. He's rolling. He's trying to deploy, and Boba Fett says no thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to clear up that Southern Zone victory in the back. So we decided to get a little gutsy with Sith Eternal bringing in Dark Trooper. What is this, Madlib? This guy must be on a whole other level, trying to bring in Imperial Troopers in 3v3 against Galactic Legends. 3v3 is not usually the strong forte of Imperial Troopers. That's where 5v5 comes up. But Dark Trooper appears to be mixing things up. Possible misplay doing the mark over on the Dark Trooper, but barely an inconvenience. Baze down for the count. Rebels, what are those? Now going after the armor. AI absolute trash, not doing nothing. Sith Eternal all on his own, dropping the days from up above, and Dark Trooper keeps on knocking. Sith Eternal begging and pleading, saying, I can give you everything, but Dark Trooper says, I already got everything that I could possibly want. Keep your eyes peeled. Imperial Troopers might be a powerful 3v3 counters to Sith Eternal. We're going to do more testing throughout this season, but it looks like the Grand Admiral was victorious in this matter. Moving on, we are trying to do probably one of the biggest counters for Mando and Orasing, a very difficult battle. Orasing already out for the count, but if you can perfect this counter, Mando dropping a knee, disintegrating Jedi Knight Anakin, trying to steal his girl. Now it takes a little bit of time for this counter to pull in some work because the protection up prevents the critical hits, therefore making it difficult for Mando to get terminated. But don't worry, this Mando, he is persevering. He is pushing through. He is not going to let anything stop him in his path for a few couple bucks. Working through General Kenobi, playing it safe here. We want to try to get that basic in there, try to get Terminator. There we go. Can't work around the General Kenobi taunt, so he drops a knee, takes out General Kenobi, and it looks like Mando. Look at this man. Look at him go. Grief Karga coming at the backup. Woo! Dang! Holy cow. In 3v3 Grand Arena, this is possibly one of the best teams that Mando can do. Look at this. Taking a knee on all three teams. Barely an inconvenience, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on over to Boba Fett, trying to take out Bosk pretty early. A fairly standard battle. Not much to look at here. Kind of a tough show to follow up after Beskar arm. Beskar and Mandalorian. What a good joke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The normal Mandalorian, kind of a hard show to follow up here, but they got the job done. 51 banners. Now, big brain plays right here. We have General Grievous B1 and Jawa Engineer, but unfortunately, he did not get the official Jawa juice, could not open up before us. Unfortunately, we had to kind of play it a little bit smarter because Jawa Engineer does not do attack damage, which means he will not get thermal detonators passively through the Jawa scavenger. So we had to kind of play a little bit smarter. We went for B1. B1 cannot be revived, and then we start working over on General Grievous, but we got to make sure we time it out so Jawa Engineer does not bring him back for the revive. There we go, letting him waste the revive. Beautiful. Try to throw in a couple thermal detonators in, but it's just not gonna be enough to get him taken care of. So taking out General Grievous, put it on super fast mode, and Jawa Scavenger trying to come in with a little pimp slap at the very last second, but don't worry, we sent in the finest. Gary, look at that Storm Trooper Zeta doing work with that recent minor rework at the start of each of and every one of his turns. He is getting protection up. Don't you worry. The Empire's finest was able to get maximum cleanup banners, and that's how we do things on Tatooine. Moving on up, we're getting to the back wall with ships, and let's see what we have against Fido Frenchie. Fido Frenchie dropping a negotiator, and this right here is how the New Hope probably should have went. A horrible opening, the worst RNG possible you can possibly have when it comes to Rebels against Negotiator. Not getting Jedi Knight Anakin in the yellow in time means Kenobi is going to open up with that AoE, landing the Daze, and unfortunately, this is going to be chalked up as a Rebel loss, ladies and gentlemen. Not a good situation, but we're trying to clean up with Cass and trying to take someone to the grave with us. Looks like Ahsoka Tano, that is going to be you for today. And that's pretty much the most we can do here. A very rare occurrence. Not being able to get Biggie to do the assist on Jedi Knight Anakin, but that's how the cookie's going to crumble. A little bit of bad RNG, but you know what? You know what they say. If it's not bad RNG, it's good RNG. I don't know what that means, but someone can look at it and probably make sense. taking the L on ships right there, bringing in the Radis Holdado, trying to put together Holdo, the Forbidden One. Here we go, dropping up the Briace. Luckily, it's a little bit easier to do a cleanup crew with the Radis here, getting the Tenacity up over the Houndstooth. Beautiful, shouldn't have too much inconvenience. Looks like Holdo got the left leg. Only 4 more pieces to go to form Holdo, the Forbidden One. Technically 7 more turns, but just go with me, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to smash those specials. Every time we got Foresight, smashing special with our resistance characters. We're reducing the cooldown. 5 more turns left until we get to Holdo, the Forbidden One, getting Plo Koon out of here like it's no one's business, and we're just stalling and stalling and stalling. 3 more turns to go. Bringing in the next reinforcement, Raise Millennium Falcon, trying to get as many resistance Foresights on the field to get to Holdo maneuver. Holdo, the Forbidden One, obliterated General Kenobi, and that's gonna wrap up that battle right there. Barely an inconvenience, ladies and gentlemen. Last battle for this round, we had Empire versus Empire. Who is better, Thrawn versus Tarkin? I'm still in the camp that Tarkin is the better capital ship if you're using the Empire. Look at that ability block, disrupting our opening plays, and I am tired of Darth Vader getting smashed at the beginning. It looks like he might have a high priority for the AI defense to blitz him, so we have to kind of clean up here. Vader gone early, lots of DPS out, bringing in Gar Suxon to let him do the only thing that he doesn't suck at. That cleanse is going to be incredibly helpful. Luckily, Tarkin is good at the beginning of battle, but Thrawn plays the long game, taking it step by step, slowly but surely calculating his opponent's weaknesses, and eventually we are going to get a massive insta defeat ability here. We're going to target that Imperial TIE Bomber, get him out of the way. Finally making some plays, getting some Imperials off this fleet, because we all know who the superior person is. Me, of course. Going after that Sith Bomber in our way, barely an inconvenience. We're going to, a little bit of a... Gary, what happened to my... A little bit of an inconvenience. Apparently, we got a phone call during that. Tarkin trying to come in, sniping a few banners. He's plowing through, but don't worry. We got a nice AoE coming in. Gar Suxon bringing in another cleanse. My gosh, 1 minute and a half on the clock left, and it looks like all odds are against the Grand Admiral directed video game division. Big hit right here, bringing in the TIE Reaper. We got to get Vader out of here. Vader, smell you later. Come on, let's get him out. Look at that Imperial TIE Bomber hanging in on the fort. Palpatine bit the dust. Don't know why he has a ship coming in. Insta kill again, maxing out our TIE Bomber's health yet again. Let's keep pushing. 30 more seconds on the clock. Can the Grand Admiral, director of the video gaming division, push through? Let's see what happens. 20 seconds left on the clock. All odds against him. 1v1, and it looks like the Grand Admiral was victorious. Ooh, what an amazing display of dominance. But I know you might be asking the question, did we win? Let me ask you this. Am I so dang good looking, ladies and gentlemen? Gungans and droids, we are pulling out with the victory in the very first round of 3v3 Grand Arena! Dang, it is great to be in the Empire today. Ladies and gentlemen, Gungans and droids, that is going to be your Arnold HoloNet News episode on the way out. Be sure to hit that like button. Comment down below, how is your 3v3 Grand Arena season going? Or just let me know how amazing it is to be in the Empire. And be sure to subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And as we always love to say around here, woo, it's great to be in the Empire today. We'll catch you for our live stream tomorrow. Next round of Grand Arena. Be there. And I'll see you guys later. Gary, roll out that outro.